I'm Joe Comerford. Welcome to CHOK Muay Chats. Today I'm here with the co-founder and CEO of GSV Sports and the board member of Rajadamnern Stadium, Kun Bang. Sawadee krap, Kun Bang.
Sawadee krap.
Thank you for your time today. I really appreciate it having this chat with you. So, one of the things that I want to ask you is you come from more of a business marketing background. I did a little bit of research on LinkedIn. I'm not a stalker, I promise. But one of the things that I did notice is that you do have a history of promoting boxing and being a manager of fighters like Srisaket.
Yes.
So could you tell me a little bit about how your journey started into the world of combat sports?
Yeah. I would say I kind of grew up in a boxing camp. I would say I am born and raised in a fight camp. My dad, I think people in the boxing and fight industry in Thailand might know him quite well. His name is Sia Hui, that's what they call him. Thainchai Pisitwuttinan. He's a promoter of Nakhon Luang Promotion. And Nakhon Luang Promotion has been around for 40 years, and we have been building champions after champions. For example, some famous guy like Virapon Nakhon Luang Promotion, WBC bantamweight champion, and WBA as well. Siri Mongkon, Nakhon Luang Promotion, super featherweight WBC champion. Suriyan Nakhon Luang Promotion, WBC super flyweight, and the latest one was Srisaket Nakhon Luang Promotion, right? So I have been in the fight camp since I was born.
Okay.
Right? And then I grew up with everyone, with my dad, with other trainers, with other fighters, and that's how it all started. So all my life I grew up in fight sports.
Yeah, so born and raised into this world, so you know it really well. So one of the other questions is, you know, coming from that traditional Western boxing background, you were with WP Boxing Promotions for a while. How does that knowledge from Western boxing translate to transitioning to now, RWS being one of the huge entertainment shows? How do you transition from that knowledge now navigating the Muay Thai world? Do you find that different, or is it a challenge at all?
Not really. I mean that there are many challenges, right, in the things that we do. We are trying to improve many things. We have been working on changing many things, right, in the industry. So if we go back to like a year and a half ago, in the beginning of 2022, that was when Muay Thai industry was at the rock bottom, right? We just came out from the COVID pandemic, and everything was like really bad back then. The stadium were closed down most of the time for the past 3 years. Promoter did not get to really promote fights. Fighters did not have any fights, right? So we jumped in, and the image of Muay Thai in Thailand was at the rock bottom back then, right, in January, February 2022. And that was when we came in and we rebranded Rajadamnern Stadium, partnered with them, renovated the whole stadium, and came up with RWS, Rajadamnern World Series concept. And we really, from that point, we really changed the landscape of Muay Thai, right? So I think to answer your questions, there have been many challenges, and we also got so much support from everyone in the industry as well. On the Western boxing part, right, it definitely helped in many ways, but it's not. There is no cookie cutter, right? You cannot just take what is in boxing or what is in any industry, right, and use it one to one with Muay Thai.
Yeah.
But it was more like connecting the dots, right? I was very fortunate that you mentioned earlier that I had also a part of my life. I had background in businesses, in many type of business, and I used to work in many industries, and as well as boxing, right? And I try to get the bit and pieces of everything, and try to use my knowledge and experience to do what I can in the Muay Thai industry, right? To really elevate it to the next level, and not only me, we have many partners, the Rajadamnern management, who had decades and decades of experience, and also our main partner and parent company, Plan B Media. They are the biggest.
Yes.
I would say they are the biggest media company in Thailand right now, and they are definitely the biggest in the sport business, sport marketing area. So with and also many people in GSV team, right? We have a very strong team with people who are very passionate about Muay Thai, about the sport industry in Thailand. Some of us have direct background in the fight industry. Some of us did not really have that, but we all have the real passion for Muay Thai, and we all bring in like the experience that we have in many areas. Let's say finance, marketing, production, and operation, and everything that we can think of, right? And we all form like a very solid team and partnership, right? And we use all of our experiences that we have, all the knowledge that we have, and we connect the dots, right? And try to improve the industry.
Almost like creating a new ecosystem, using things from different environments and creating this sort of like holistic approach to promoting.
Yes. Like I would say a new type of professional team that we set up to strengthen the Muay Thai ecosystem in Thailand and also globally. I think that's our mission.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like before you were mentioning, sort of the pandemic and how that played in a part with kind of a slow death of Muay Thai in Thailand. I mean, this is something that I've spoken a lot with friends and colleagues before about the sort of imminent slow dying death that Muay Thai in Thailand was having, with the gambling and, the dramas that were involved with that. What do you think was the catalyst for Plan B and GSB sort of giving this revival for Muay Thai? Was it just a chance that was there post pandemic, or do you think it was something in the back of business people's minds that this could be a good chance to do something like this?
I think many things, right? It's in a way maybe it's God's plan.
Yeah.
So it made many things happen all at once. So for me, I grew up in fight sports, and in parallel, I also had like business career as well. And growing up in boxing and in the sport industry in Thailand, I always believe that there's a huge gap that we can close in the sport industry of Thailand, right? In Thailand, we have many great athletes in many sports, especially in fight sports. But I think what we lacked was a professional team or company that can really connect or bridge the business world, the investor world, and the fight or the sport worlds together. Right? For example, when I was in the US, some of my friends would have a dream job of, for example, being a CFO of NBA, right? Some of them might want to work for IMG, right? Some of them had planned to work for maybe HBO boxing back then, or UFC. There are many strong professional companies or entities that professional can join, right? And work together to build, right? And operate the sports. In Thailand, there are not many of that, right, throughout the history. So we really believe that there is this thing that we can do, right, to grow the sport industry and the fight sports, the Muay Thai industry in Thailand. For example, personally, for myself first, right, I had the privilege of going to many big boxing events around the world.
Right.
For example, I took T-Saket, Sorung Visai to fight with Chocolatito in Madison Square Garden.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, and that moment on that day when I was there, it was phenomenal. It was the feeling that I cannot really articulate. Right? I cannot really explain how it feels to be in there. Right, thousands and thousands of people all focusing their energy into one spot and cheering for their heroes. That was something that was very impressive, right? And it stuck with me, right? And what I believed back then was that we could really do that in Thailand, right? Especially in Muay Thai, because we have so many great fighters, right? We have great stadium with history like Rajadamnern, which is the birthplace of the sport of Muay Thai. We have all the great fighters, right? So I think like my belief kind of built up since I was young, until during the COVID pandemic period, right? Where I got together with the Plan B management, and they also had the same belief. Right? Plan B has been the biggest out-of-home media company for a while, and on top of that, they have been one of the biggest sport marketing company for the past 5 or 6 years. And during the pandemic, we got together, as well as the Rajadamnern management, and we really believe that there can be more for Muay Thai. We believe that Muay Thai can be a global sport. We believe that we can have a world-class sports stadium in Thailand. We believe that there can be a place where anyone in Thailand can come and enjoy the arts of Muay Thai during weekends or any weekdays, and celebrate and appreciate the sport the way that European people would go to, for example, Premier League stadiums, right, to watch sports with their family, the same way that maybe younger people in the US would go to NBA stadiums, right, to hang out during weekend or even for a date, right? We did not really have that in Thailand, and we really, back in that time, 2-3 years ago, we got together and we really believe that Rajadamnern can be that place, right, for Thailand, and Muay Thai can be that sport for Thailand. So I think that's how it started, and we got together, and during the pandemic, it was like I mentioned earlier, like the rock bottom period of Muay Thai already, and we thought that we got to do something now, right? Unless Muay Thai was gonna die, because if we rewind back to a few years ago, people like yourself and many people in the industry were saying Muay Thai is gone, right? Muay Thai is like a dead man walking, right? Like a zombie already. So so at that point there was no way to go but up, right? So we were at the rock bottom as an industry. So we got together with the Rajadamnern management and other leading promoters, and we were aligned on the goals and the mission and the belief, the faith that Muay Thai can be a lot bigger than it is, and I think that's how it all started.
Yeah, I think it's really incredible what you guys have achieved in such a small period of time. I mean, you've got 3 million baht tournaments now, which is nearly kind of unheard of money in the world of Muay Thai. You know, it's really incredible that fighters are sort of getting the money that they deserve to be getting paid, and then also recently, only in the last couple of weeks, the amalgamation or the partnership with DAZN, you know, getting that 200 country viewership is incredible. You know, one of the major strengths of RWS is its ability to bring in new fans. You know, with the big names, you know, like all the Petyundi fighters, the marketing, the way that when you come to Rajadamnern, it feels like, you know, just as you were talking about coming to an NBA game or coming to a baseball game in America.
Right.
You know, it's an incredible feeling. You know, I've brought my friends who know nothing about Muay Thai. They're like, wow, this is amazing.
Right.
What do you think RWS does differently than other entertainment shows to keep older fans like myself, like nerds like me, interested? Because I think that is an important avenue to look at, is not just bringing in the new fans. How do we keep the sort of the die-hard Muay Thai fans interested? What is something that RWS does to do that, do you think?
So I think the very core of our belief is that, and the very core of our mission is that everything we do, we want to elevate the level of the real, the authentic Muay Thai. So Rajadamnern Stadium is the first stadium and also the birthplace of the sport of Muay Thai. I think many people know that, many people might not know, but hundreds and hundreds, we all know that Muay Thai is old, right? It has been around for hundreds or thousands of years, since Sukhothai, Ayutthaya era. But before that, Muay Thai was the martial arts, right? It was not a sport. And then Muay Thai evolved to be casual sports that people would compete in front of temples or palace, right? But Muay Thai was not really a professional sport until around 1945, when the Thai government decided that we want our own professional sport for Thailand. And that was when the Thai government built Rajadamnern Stadium to be the first Muay Thai stadium in history, and also to be the first entity to work together with the Thai government to govern and build Muay Thai from martial arts to be sports, right? And there are many elements of the sports that was built since then. So right when we came in last year, or around last year, almost 2 years ago, the thing that was very important for us that we always keep in mind is that Rajadamnern is the birthplace of the sport of Muay Thai, and it is our responsibility to keep all the character, the heritage, the elements of Muay Thai here at the real home and the birthplace of Muay Thai, right? So that's what we do. I think Muay Thai can evolve to be in many places, and different organizations or entity or different fighters can leverage Muay Thai, right, in their fight games. For example, there are a lot of UFC fighters who learn Muay Thai and use Muay Thai in their fight games.
Yes,
that's really cool. That's great. I think that's a great thing for Muay Thai, and there are other sports that evolve from Muay Thai, right? But the very important thing that we always keep in mind is that when Muay Thai is expanded all over the world, right, and Muay Thai, we really believe that Muay Thai will go to be a much bigger sport in the future. But when that happens, people around the world need a place to that they can come and learn about real Muay Thai. They need a place to come and be able to see what the real Muay Thai is, right? And we have the mission that we are going to be that place, right? And that's why we keep all the heritage and all the elements of Muay Thai with Rajadamnern Stadium and also with RWS. So for RWS, we adjusted some of the rules so that it's simpler, easier for the fighters and also for the audience to understand.
Yep.
For example, we have open scoring, right? We show our score at the end of each round. We simplify some rules about the knockdowns that if, for example, in 5 rounds Muay Thai, if you get knocked down and you get up very quickly, you might not get count. It might not be a knockdown, right? But that would be something that new fans would not understand. Right? Hardcore fans would understand, new fans would not understand. So we adjusted all the little things, but we always make sure that we keep all the true elements and character of Muay Thai together with Muay Thai. Right? We support and encourage the Muay Thai, right? All the weapons, right, of Muay Thai, right? All the spinning elbow. We saw Lư Sĩ Bột Gia, right? Jumping and the elbow, a lot of flying knees, and all the Muay Thai. We encourage that for our fighters to use. We keep all the wide crew. We keep the music, the pre-Muay, because that's what we believe. That's the real character of Muay Thai. So I think this DNA or this belief apply to everything that we do here, right? Let it be the structure of the tournament, the structure of the fights, the decoration and renovation of the stadium, and everything, and the rule set that we set. Right? We want to modernize the sport of Muay Thai, but at the same time, in parallel, we want to keep all the character, heritage, and the authenticity of Muay Thai here at Rajadamnern Stadium and with RWS. And I think that's our approach.
Yeah, I think it's a really good thing that you guys are doing that, preserving the heritage.
Yeah.
You know, for guys such as myself who are massive fans of Muay Thai, you know, having fought more than a handful of times, you know, doing the Y crew and being a foreigner, being an outside and being a part of Thai culture is a really beautiful way to exchange values and traditions. I remember when I used to fight, doing the Y crew runway was a really trance-like experience. It was almost cathartic to be in that. Yeah. And every time I come to the stadium and I smell the Naman Muay and come and hear the music, it sends shivers down my spine, and you know, it's a beautiful thing to be able to see that in the oldest, you know, stadium, but also having it bring a new exciting format and being entertaining at the same time for the new punters. You know, having a DJ and having the kiss cam and all the stuff that you would see at a baseball game is really cool. And I love the fact that you talk about is making it accessible for the average viewer. You know, so that families have got somewhere to come and watch Muay Thai. Moving more onto the actual fight game. So one of the things that's happening right now with Muay Thai is there's a huge influx of foreigners coming over. So the world has opened. You know, foreigners have been around probably since the early 80s and 90s in Muay Thai. You know, you've had people like John Wayne Parr from Australia, Danny Bill, who have all fought here. You know, a long time ago in the Muay Thai community, and still out in the country, some of the Muay watch shows and stuff like that there's sort of this urban myth that, you know, if a foreigner wants to win, they have to knock a Thai out. That's the only way to do it, is the boxing. Do you think that foreigners are on the same level of fight IQ with Thais? Do you think there is more foreigners coming in with a higher technical skill set now?
Definitely. Easy example would be guys like Daniel Rodriguez in the Muay Thai, right? Or Sajad, Venom Muay Thai. If we see those guys fight, right, they have even I would say like they have like the top of the top skills, Muay Thai skill sets that you can find anywhere in the world. And guys like Daniel, he's even undefeated. He has never been beaten before. And he has been fighting top guys over and over again. He was our champion last year, beating Yod Muay, right? The top fighters like Yod Vicha, and Satan Fa and many top Muay Thai guys. And on top of that, he was able to show all the Muay Thai, right? And all the Muay Thai skills to the world. And Sajjad as well, he's the current Rajadamnern Stadium champion in 147 division, and every time he fight, man, he just show all the skill set, all the weapons, right? All the real arts of Muay Thai.
He's like a Thai trapped in a Iranian's body. It's just
exactly.
Crazy, you know. It's the way he moves. He's very cerebral and very fluid.
Yes. So yeah, I think the top foreign fighters, they are at the same level with the very top Thai fighters already, or even beyond. I think that's where we are today. And I think for us, we are very happy for that as well, because we want Muay Thai to be a true global sport. We want the best fighters to be able to come from anywhere around the world. Right? It's great to have great Thai fighters. It's also great to have great non-Thai fighters from all around the world, from Switzerland, from Iran, from the UK, from the US, from Europe, from Spain, from anywhere. Yes.
One of the other ideas that I wanted to talk about is, you know, like, I love the fact that, you know, RWS is kind of the mission is to grow this global Muay Thai community as a professional sport. How do you think, as a global community, we can sort of come back a bit and help out with grassroots Muay Thai? Because that's one of the things in Thailand is, you know, you have the Muay Watch shows, you have, you know, not exactly an amateur league, but I would consider, like, you know, the Muay Watch shows, or the country style shows, like amateur development in comparison to Western countries where you might have actual amateur Muay Thai with pads and things. How do you think we as a global community can help out with the grassroots development here in Thailand?
In Thailand.
Especially. Because one of the things that, as a fan, I don't want to happen is that there's this huge gap between foreign fighters and Thai fighters. That's one of the things that I am a little bit scared of happening in the next few years, is that the foreigners will tend to outweigh the Thais, because there's so many people doing it now. How do you think we as a global community could help the growth of the sport at the grassroots level in Thailand?
In Thailand, I see. I think there are two parts of the question here. We can talk about in Thailand, right? And And I think another important thing would be outside grassroots level, outside Thailand as well.
Right.
So I think in Thailand, what we are trying to do is exactly that. We try to, I think, like, one thing is that people might see the conversation and the fights at the top level in RWS more than other activities that we have been doing. But also our focus is also on the foundation of the industry as well. For example, right now at Rajadamnern Stadium, we are having 7 days of events a week, or 360 events per year.
Wow.
And that would translate to opportunities for more than 5,000 fighters a year from all around the country. So I think, first of all, we built the stage, right, of opportunities for fighters from all around Thailand and also all around the world to be able to come here and fight at Rajadamnern Stadium. right? And that's one thing that we do, and also we keep the authentic Muay Thai as well at the stadium. We have the 5 rounds fight, which is the very, very foundation of Muay Thai. And what we believe is that if 3 rounds modern Muay Thai is great, we love it. We want to build RWS to be a global platform. 5 rounds Muay Thai is very, very important as well. We believe that it's a foundation of exactly what you are talking about, the foundation of the whole Muay Thai industry, especially for the talents from all around Thailand. If the 5 rounds Muay Thai is strong, then there will be good impact, right, and support for the whole Muay Thai ecosystem around the countries. And through 5 rounds Muay Thai, we would be able to really strengthen this industry, the whole ecosystem in Thailand, right? And that's what we are working hard in doing as well, right? We want to build our top modern program, which is RWS, to be a global sport. But at the same time, we are working hard to strengthen the foundation of Muay Thai, which is 5 rounds, and also have as much activities as we can to support the whole Muay Thai community in the country.
Perfect. Yeah. That's a perfect answer. That's a really good way of looking at it. Especially with all the other promoters working so hard. The big guys like Sia Boat and Kiat Pet. So that's a really good way of looking at it, because that's something I'm really passionate about is grassroots Muay Thai, especially in Australia, and the growth of it over there, and the growth of it here. Myself being based here, I'm still very passionate about seeing young kids still be interested in it. From a Thai perspective, do you think kids these days are interested in being boxers these days, post-pandemic? Because before it was more about football.
Exactly.
Kids were just interested in ROV or football.
Yes.
Do you think there's still an interest for kids being boxers?
Definitely. And it rise very, very quickly for the past 2 years. Since the end of the pandemic, and I would say since the new era of Muay Thai, right? That when we came in, we would not claim all the credits, right? There are other great promotions, great people working very hard in supporting and growing Muay Thai, and I think for the past 2 years, Muay Thai has been doing very well. And exactly what you said, I was talking to the senior leadership of Sport Authority of Thailand a few months ago, and then he mentioned to me that before pandemic, when he go around the country and talk to kids around Thailand, all the kids would say that they want to be football players. But since last year and this year, when he go around Thailand, all the kids they are saying that they want to be Muay Thai fighters. So I think the landscape really shifted for the past 2 years, and then it's really good news for us for the Muay Thai industry.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting times. I think for everybody involved in our community, it's a really exciting time to be a part of the sport and the growth of the sport. There was one last question I wanted to ask was about the I'd say not novelty fights, but the celebrity fights. Bull Cow versus Kota, or Kota versus Joker. How did that idea come about for RWS?
I think for those type of fights, I would admit that it might be a controversial ideas, and the view of it would really depends on who we are talking to, right? But the core, the real intention that we want to do and our real mission at GSV is really to be able to help grow the sport of Muay Thai to be bigger in Thailand and also globally. And a part of that is to welcome more and more new fans to the sport of Thailand. And in order to do that, we need new eyes, right? To be able to come and see Muay Thai and become the fans of Muay Thai for the first time. And that's how the idea was originated last year and also this year. So for example, if you talk about earlier last year, before we renovated Rajadamnern, if you talk to people on the streets or if I talk to my friends, most of them would be too scared to come to Rajadamnern Stadium or any Muay Thai stadium, right?
Yeah.
Especially if we talk to new generation people or younger people, some of them would be too scared, right? It's like a black box that they don't know what's in there. They're very scared. It's a very mysterious place. Some of my friends, most of my friends would, if we talk about 2 years ago, they would not want to come into Muay Thai stadium. Some of my friends that wanted to come when we were younger, their parents would tell them not to come to the Muay Thai stadium, right? They would say no, what are you doing, right? So that has been our challenge for the Muay Thai community for the past, I would say, decades, right? Past few decades. So when we started last year, one of our goals that we wanted to do last year and also this year still is to be able to have new groups of fans to come and see Muay Thai in the Muay Thai stadium or Rajadamnern for the first time. And one way fundamentally that we do it is to host the best fights that we can and grow the whole foundation and the best top level programs of Muay Thai that we can do, which is what we are doing with 5 rounds Muay Thai and RWS. But still, right, that would need a lot of time to grow. The other way that we do, and that's where the idea came about, was that we want to have almost like a firework, right, a grand opening to the new era of Muay Thai,
right.
And we want to be able to shout to the whole mass population in Thailand and outside Thailand that Muay Thai is in the new era now. Rajadamnern Stadium is a cool place to be, and Muay Thai Stadium, Rajadamnern Stadium, is not a scary place to be at anymore. Everything has changed, right? And that was exactly what we were able to achieve with fight like Baw Khao Kota. On that day, we had to close the ticket box very early.
Wow.
Right? It was a sold out stadium. But on top of that, what we are very proud of was that 90% of the attendees on that day were people who have never stepped even one step inside any Muay Thai stadium before. And thousands of them came here to Rajadamnern Stadium to watch Baw Khao Kota. But on top of that, they were able to witness the real top class Muay Thai fights for the very first time, right? Thousands of them came here, millions of them watched on TV. And if we say 10% of them became a Muay Thai fan because of that day, then it's a success for the whole Muay Thai community already. And I really believe that was what we achieved from that day and from fights like Baw Khao Kota. Because since that, what we call grand opening, Thailand has, continue a bit more. But since that grand opening, Thailand has a lot more new Muay Thai fans. And if we look at what we have today, right, everyone are talking about Muay Thai. People are very interested about Muay Thai. I think a big part was from fights like Baw Khao Kota, where people came to Rajadamnern for the first time, watch Baw Khao Kota, but also watch 6 or 7 other fights that are top Muay Thai fights, right? And they fell in love with Muay Thai for the very first time, and that would apply to fights like Kota Joker that we did this year.
Yep.
We were able to gain millions and millions of new fans in Thailand who has never watched Muay Thai before. They turn on their devices or turn on their TV to watch Joker and Kota, but at the same time they were able to watch guys like Daniel for the first time. They were able to watch Shadow for the first time. They got to watch Yod Vishal and Phet Marakkot for the first time. And a lot of them fell in love with Muay Thai and became Muay Thai fans after that day, right? And on top of that, that night, July 1st, with Joker and Kota, we were able to broadcast it globally to 200 countries and territories around the world on the zone. And a lot of people from Japan and from Europe turned on to watch that fight and that event, and they were able to see Muay Thai for the first time. And that's our mission. That's what we were trying to achieve with this type of celebrity fight. It might be controversial, but I would say it did its job, right? They did their job.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was the whole objective.
Perfect. I know you've got to run now, so thank you for your time. It was really good to pick your brain, and I'm sure we'll run into each other in the future at some point.
For sure.
I'm floating around the Muay Thai stadiums all the time, so I'm sure I'll see you. Thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe this episode. ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณครับ